Okay, I'm giving you the heads up right now, right? Any kids in the room, get them out the room. Or you get up yourself and go to another room before you watch this entire video. It's kind of long. It's a roller coaster, and yeah, so buckle up. Sadly, I'm tired of seeing this type of shit happen within our community, and it happens in every community. But I'm only focused on my community, which is the black community. And what I'm talking about is the mother and daughter dynamic. You know, their relationship in our community. This little girl right here, you see her, she has a black eye. Beautiful girl. How did her eye get black? What is going on in her household? And this shit right here you about to hear is unbelievable. But then again, it's not if you come from this type of shit, you know, broken home. This girl, she was talking to one of her co-workers. She has a job. And she was talking to this other young boy, you know what I mean, that works with her. And they was dating, where they was communicating. They was getting to know each other, whatever. And then it got weird. How did it get weird? The mom. The mom got mixed up in it. And we see this shit a lot. A mom and a daughter, the entire dynamic changes once the little girl grows up to a certain age. For some reason, the mom starts looking at the daughter as competition. Start envying the daughter. Start, I don't know, just having some type of resentment towards her own child. And it's sickening and it's sad. And we don't never point this shit out and call it out within our community, man. You know what I mean? Look, I'm going to stop beating around the bush and I'm going to go ahead and say it. We have a lot of old hood rats within our community. Yeah, we got the old trick niggas, you know what I'm saying? Those old ass niggas that be tricking on the younger women, you know what I mean? Kick them a few dollars just to get some type of sexual pleasure out of them or whatever. And they start feeling themselves like they're really players and stuff. We been had that, but we got a lot of old hood rats. Y'all might call them cougars or whatever, or sugar mamas. But it's really a twisted, it's something medically wrong upstairs, mentally wrong with them, right? They don't care who they got to cross, who they got to step on. They don't care how many bridges they got to burn. They will put a man before their own children. And a younger man on top of that. This girl's about to tell you what's going on with her mom. I'm going to let you know she secretly recorded her mom and her having an argument over her friend that she was talking to. And she's more mature than her mom. She was like, I told you, Mom, block him. You know what I mean? And you didn't block him, and now you talking to him. And it's some real Jerry Springer type shit, man. I want to put up a prayer for this young lady. I'm going to look for her GoFundMe and put it in the description box. But let me stop babbling right now. And I want y'all to go ahead and check this story out. Let's go.
You see, you're
He didn't
alone.
want you.
That's crazy.
He said, I don't want you. He said in your fucking face.
Yeah, but you're my mom at the end of the day. Like, you were supposed to choose your child. You still chose the nigga.
I'm gonna choose who I choose.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna take care of who I take care of. I'm gonna choose who I choose. And the nigga chose me, I'm gonna choose the nigga. And when I choose not to be with that nigga, I choose not to be with that nigga. I'm not gonna put that nigga over my kid.
That's basically what you just did. You literally basically did that. You basically did that over a guy. Our whole relationship failed because of one person. Like, all I asked you was to block the person. I asked you to block. Mom, well, you could have just...
want you. He said in his face, I don't want you. How stupid can you be? He said,
but as my mom, like, damn, you could at least block and say, you know what, you were talking to my child. I would not talk to you. Like, what?
I'm gonna talk to whoever I want to talk to and how I want to talk to. That nigga disrespected you.
And you kind of disrespect me too, because you're my mom. Like, you were supposed to be on my side, but you stood on that man's side. Like, what? You called him up. You called him up and told him to choose you. Like, what?
Stupid. You stupid. The nigga said in your fucking face, I don't want you. Said it right in front of everybody. I don't want you.
Yeah, you called him up too.
He
like,
said I don't
and
want
then
you.
stayed on the phone.
what I want to do. And you picked up the phone and called him. And Brandon and them said, don't do it. And you did. And you did it. And when you picked up that phone, I told him exactly what I said. You was a stupid one for doing that. Even Brandon said, don't do that shit. Brandon told you not to do it. You did it. Over a nigga. And for a nigga to make you change like that.
I didn't even change. My mom made me change. What do you mean? You literally chose a guy over me. I asked you to block. Bro, you keep talking about he chose you. I'm talking about my mom. I'm not talking about the guy. I don't care who he chose. I'm not worrying about who he chose. I'm talking about you. I didn't care who he chose. You chose him, basically.
Chose me. If I chose him, he'll be with me today. I ain't choose that motherfucker. If I chose him, he would be here today. I never chose him. And he know that shit. And that's why he went to you. He went to you because I said I didn't want his ass. That's why he went to you. And when I found out he was with you, I said, you stupid for doing that. He said, I told him in his face I would never do that. And you went right on running it back to him. And you had to throw in my face, you're mad because I fucked him.
I didn't even say it because you literally said, because you said if I wanted to mess around. Like, who says that?
And guess what?
Who says that?
Crazy, right? I told y'all, like, and you can hear it in the mom's voice. She's unapologetic. She don't care. She's cold-hearted about it. She's not even trying to be a mother. Like, console your daughter. You know what I mean? Like, talk to her. But you talking down on her like she did something wrong. No accountability, basically. But guess what? Mom Dukes, we're going to call her Miss Pearly. Miss Pearly catches wind that the daughter recorded her. Because that little video clip, that shit went viral. So, mom is so pissed off, she pissed the daughter out. Not just that, she tells her brothers, who's the little girl's uncles, yo, she's disrespectful. She done made this video about me. Now everybody thinks I'm a bad mother, yada, yada, yada. And they put her out. Let's carry on with the story. Buckle up. Let's go.
Y'all, I will do a separate video later, but I'm packing because she wants me out because she's seen the video. And because the video has been going viral and my aunties and uncles seen the video, they're also mad because they're mad at me. They're mad at me because they're saying that I'm disrespectful for posting the video and stuff like that. Like, yeah, they're mad at me about the video because basically it's making her look bad, blah, blah, blah. And she wants me out. And she wants no contact with me. So I will let do your whole story time probably later this week while I figure out everything. And y'all notice I never tagged my mother at all. I never bashed her in the comments. I literally said that I was wrong as well. And some of the stuff I said, and I apologize, blah, blah, blah. But still, our argument was never about the guy. It was supposed to be about my eyes. She brung up the man. So yeah, we left that in 2024. She brung it up.
So damn, you take the little girl's man. Then you get upset that a video is online showing you for who you really are, and you put your daughter out. Whole time you claiming that you don't put no man before your child, but your actions is saying otherwise. You're putting a man before your child, even to the point now your child is homeless. But it doesn't stop there. Huh? Yeah. Now the little girl's getting threatening messages from her mom and the rest of her family. Yeah, they sending her death threats and shit. Like, what other kind of harm y'all want to cause this girl? Her eye's already black. And she's going to break down how her eye got like that, right? And I know a lot of y'all are already like, yeah, where's the daddy at? I bet he's a deadbeat father. You know what I mean? That's why a kid need a two-parent home. I agree. Kids should be raised in a two-parent home. And I kind of believe that a daughter should be raised by the father. I think fathers make better single parents. But that's neither here nor there. You know, we could talk about that in the comment section. But, yeah, so y'all want to know about her dad, huh? That's a roller coaster. And she's going to speak on that. And she's going to talk about her eye and all that. So, yeah, let's go.
The main reason, I understand, I still love my mom to this, down bad, even though she did me dirty. This is not, the first time she done did me dirty, but this is, the actual, the worst. the worst of the worst. I done got cops called on me, got kicked out. Yes, because sometimes I do be like drinking because my emotions, like I can't express myself to my mother because she only cares about, like, it's never like you can express yourself. Like, if it's not sitting right with her, it's not gonna sit right with her, period. Like, you can say how you feel all day, all night. If it doesn't sit right with her, it's not gonna sit right with her. At the end of the day, I still love my mom, even after all the bull crap, after all the stuff, after all the sending the cops on me, after kicking me out, putting me on the streets multiple times. I still love my mom down bad. Because the only thing I really wanted was a relationship with my mother, because I do not have my father at all. My father committed, after he shot my mom, 9 times and stuff like that. Like, I really, she doesn't even want me in the house no more. She said she's gonna cut me off the insurance policy. She's gonna cut my phone off. There's a lot. Like, I don't know what more could I take as a human being. I didn't try to off myself multiple times living in that household, and now it's just about time to go. Like, it didn't got to the point where, I can't stay no more, and that's fine. My god sister came and got me. I would do a big story time, like, when everything's down, but I'm gonna answer some of you guys' questions. Like, literally, she didn't even check on my eye. Like, that's what I really would thought. She came in the house and say, oh, your brother really did this to you, blah, blah, blah. She asked my brother and he explained, blah, 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 whatever. She didn't check on my eye. I'm trying to figure out how we go from my eye to a nigga that I left in 2024. Like, that's what I'm not understanding. I left the person in 2024, and every argument we get, you bring him up. Y'all, I know the videos are surfacing everywhere and stuff like that, but even though my mom did what she did, I don't wish no bad on her, nothing of that at all. I wouldn't want nothing bad to happen to my mom, even though she said what she said. It is what it is at this point. I mean, I just gotta find my own peace, stay out the way, and keep it going. Other than that, I wish no harm on my mom, no nothing on my mom, because I still love my mom at the end of the day. Like I said, I always wanted a relationship with my mom, but I just could never get it. Maybe because after my dad did what he did, I don't know. But still, y'all, thank you guys so much for all the comments and stuff like that. My god sister came and got me. I'm gonna make a video part 1 today explaining certain stuff, like what happened to my eye and the situation between me and my mom. My mom did not sleep with the person. She was only talking to the person that I was talking to after I asked her to block the person. But I'm gonna make a whole story on that and stuff like that, explaining on what the situation was. But y'all, my god sister came and got me, y'all. Y'all, apparently, since the video has gone viral, I have gotten threat messages from my own family members because they want me to take that video down and clear my mother's name. Like, I didn't bash my mom. I didn't do none of that. I literally just recorded what she said to me. And now they're mad about the whole situation. Talk about you need to take the video down. If I take the video down, it already looks stupid because more than one person have seen this video. And so I'm not taking the video down, y'all. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, me getting threatened and threat messages and all types of stuff from my own family member because they want me to take the video down. I don't even know if they actually heard what my mother actually said to me. But at the end of the day, I'm not taking this video down. I'm sorry. Not only that, because I'm getting threat messages and stuff like that, that's going to make me want to keep the video up even more. Like, why would I take it down because you threatening me? No.
So, there you go. You was wondering about the father, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a deadbeat. More dead than beat. Father, forgive me, I shouldn't have said that. You know, I be joking a lot. Let me get serious, though. So, yeah, the father shot the mom 9 times and then offed himself. So she's like the 50 Cent out here. She's the female 50 Cent out this piece. Megan Thee Stallion don't have nothing on this lady. Like, this is crazy. And then on top of that, everybody's now asking this little girl, like, well, did the mom sleep with the boyfriend? Did they actually meet? They asking crazy questions. They like trying to find some wiggle room for the mom. You know what I mean? Like, they trying to basically victim blame. They blaming this little girl on the low, trying to give the mom wiggle room. It's bullshit. And now the little girl is getting death threats, all kind of threats and stuff from her own family. This is sad, man. I gotta commend this girl, though. I applaud her being courageous enough to speak out. You know what I mean? I don't know if I would have spoke out on a public platform, and then I would have like went to another family member or something. But this is a different generation right now. But let's carry on with the story because it gets even more crazier. Check this out.
Okay, I'm gonna start answering some of y'all questions. No, we was not sleeping with the same man. I was talking to this guy first, and he decides that he wants to talk to my mom because he wanted to give his dad my mom's number. So all of a sudden, okay, I'm not thinking nothing of it. My dumb ass wasn't thinking nothing of it, whatever. They get to talking, and they're supposed to be talking about me. Supposedly talking about me, but they're not talking about me. My mom switched the conversation to, sexual a little bit. She was talking to him like that, and he started to fall for that shit. I'm listening to every fucking thing they're saying, every thing they are saying, every single thing they are saying. And then all of a sudden, he calls me, and he was like, "Can I get your mom's number from my dad, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, I thought about it, and I was a little iffy on it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. So he gets the number, calls my mom up. Whole time he telling me, "Oh, I'm on the phone with my dad, blah, blah, blah. I'm on the phone with my dad." He was never on the phone with my dad. He was on the phone with my mother. He was on the phone with my mother. And then my mom puts us on 3-way calls and stuff like that. She decides to put us on a 3-way call, and she was like, tell her that you want me and that you don't want her, blah, blah, blah. Tell her. I'm looking like, you know what? I'm yelling at him, going crazy, yelling at him, barely letting the man speak. And my mom was like, let him speak. And in my head, I'm looking like, the flip. Like, why am I even letting him speak? And why are we even, like, I feel like this was a little entertaining. But at first, I was with it because the 3-way and stuff like that, because I wanted to know, like, what the hell is going on. But I started thinking about it. It was like, why were you even talking to him sexually in the first place if you were only supposed to talk to him about me? My god sister came and got me yesterday. I still got to pack all my stuff and stuff like that. Some of my family members are really upset because I did post the video, blah, 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 that they're actually sending threats, messages to me talking about, oh, you better take that video down and clear your mom's name type stuff. Y'all, it's deeper than what you guys really think. Like, I understand my mom did go through a lot. 11 years ago, my dad did commit blah, you already know. And then before he did that, he did pow my mom 9 times. So I understand maybe she's still going through that. She literally said, I remind her of my father, blah, blah, blah. Me and my brother are the black sheeps in the house. Yes, we are. Like, at the end of the day, it's really sad. Like, I wouldn't think my mom would do me like that, but at the end of the day, like, that's all she kept bringing up. Even though she did all that and I was still talking to the guy afterwards, we were still talking, I had cut him completely off and stuff like that. My mom continues to bring up this guy's name every argument we get. Every argument we get, she'll say, oh, he wanted to mess on your mom. He wanted to F on your mom. He wanted this and that and that. It's like she really trying to one up on me, but we don't never have to be talking about this situation, or it could be any other situation, but she'll bring him up. Like, this is sad. Like, at the end of the day, like, I even said in the video, I don't care who he chose. At the end of the day, I'm caring about who you chose. And y'all, the main reason, I understand, I still love my mom to this, like, down bad, even though she did me dirty. This is not like the first time she done did me dirty, but this is like the actual, like, the worst of the worst. I done got cops called on me, got kicked out. Yes, because sometimes I do be like drinking, because my emotions, like, I can't express myself to my mother because she only cares about, like, it's never like you can express yourself. Like, if it's not sitting right with her, it's not gonna sit right with her, period. Like, you can say how you feel all day, all night. If it doesn't sit right with her, it's not gonna sit right with her. At the end of the day, I still love my mom, even after all the bull crap, after all the stuff, after all the sending the cops on me, after kicking me out, putting me on the streets multiple times. I still love my mom down bad. Because the only thing I really wanted was a relationship with my mother, because I do not have my father at all. My father committed, after he shot my mom, 9 times and stuff like that. Like, I really, she doesn't even want me in the house no more. She said she's gonna cut me off the insurance. policy. She's gonna cut my phone off. There's a lot. Like, I don't know what more could I take as a human being. I didn't try to off myself multiple times living in that household, and now it's just about time to go. Like, it didn't got to the point where, yeah, I can't stay no more, and that's fine. My god sister came and got me. I would do a big story time, like when everything is down, but I'm gonna answer some of you guys' questions. Like, literally, she didn't even check on my eye. Like, that's what I really would thought. She came in the house and say, oh, your brother really did this to you, blah blah blah. She asked my brother and he explained blah blah blah, whatever. She didn't check on my eye. I'm trying to figure out how we go from my eye to a nigga that I left in 2024. Like, that's what I'm not understanding. I left the person in 2024, and every argument we get, you bring him up. Like, that's weird to me. First and foremost, this is not how that went down. Second of all, I was talking to the man first. He decided he wants to talk to my mom because at first he told me that he wanted my mom's number to talk to my mom about me. My mom talked to him sexually, and that is the reason why he decided to talk to my mom in the first place. There's more to that story than just that. That's not why I was crying. And it wasn't even the fact that he chose my mom after he was talking to me. It's the principle that that's my mother, and you would still communicate with a nigga that was still trying to talk to your child in the first place. Because if I was a child, if I was a parent and that was my child, that nigga would have been cut the fuck off the first time he talked to my damn child. There wouldn't be no questions about it. Point blank, period.
Yeah, this is the reason why kids end up growing up and start messing around with drugs and alcohol. You know what I mean? They trying to replace that void. You know what I mean? They always wanted a stable home, a mother and a father that loves them. You know what I mean? They wanted happiness, and they couldn't get it at home, so they hit the streets and look for it, and then they end up in gangs, messing around with drugs, prostitute, and I hope this girl don't end up doing that. God, please, none of the above, any of this stuff. But I'm just saying, like, this is like one of the main ingredients: a broken home, a parent that really don't care about their children, you know. And that's how you end up with what we got going on today. All these little niggas out here drilling, sipping lean, popping perks. These chicks on OnlyFans doing God knows what for $1. Yeah, there's madness out here right now. You can't help but blame the parents. And the mom, she has no accountability, man. You know, I feel bad for this girl, but let's carry on with the story. You feel me? And I'm gonna look for her GoFundMe. You know what I mean? Please reach out to her, give her some encouragement or something, you know. But anyway, let's carry on.
Y'all, even though all of this happened, I do not wish nothing bad on my mom. I still love my mom deeply and down. I don't wish no harm, no type of nothing bad on my mother at all, because at the end of the day, I still love my mom. Like, no harm, no nothing. I just had to leave, and even if we had to grow apart, it is what it is, but I still don't wish no type of hate, no type of nothing on my mom, point blank. Alright, I'm gonna do part 1. My eyes is a little sensitive to light, so that's why I have shades on. This might be multiple videos because I think I barely got space on my phone. So to start off, me and this guy worked together. We were talking and stuff like that. We kissed, we did all that, blah, blah. My mom knew about it because I would be on the phone with the guy while she was in the car and stuff like that. My mom knew about it. And I would tell my mom that he was saying, like, he would say stuff to say stuff about her, and I'd be like, Mom thought it was iffy a little bit. She was like, do you think he liked me or something like that? And I thought it was iffy like that, because I even questioned him. I was like, do you like my mom or something, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no, if I liked your mom, I will go with your mom, type shit. That's what he said. Alright, so me and him been talking for like months or whatever. We were talking for months. And then all of a sudden he tells me that, oh, he wants to put his dad on with my mom. His dad on with my mom. And I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, oh, all right. What gets me heartbroken the most is because he did say something slick, and I was like, my mom would never do me like that, blah, blah, blah. My mom would never do me like that. This is why I'm more hurt. Y'all, I'm not hurt on the fact, even after he talked to me and decided to go after my mom, I'm not hurt on that. I'm more hurt on the fact that I asked my mom to block him and he couldn't. So back to the story. So basically, we were talking and stuff like that. He said he wanted to put my mom on with his dad. So he asked to speak with my mom to talk about his dad and me. So my mom asked him, the motherly questions like you're supposed to ask, like, are you in school? Like, do you got a job? Have you ever been to jail? All types of stuff, y'all, that a parent is supposed to ask, right? Well, that escalated real fast while I was in the room. She switched the conversation over to basically herself and talked to him sexually, asked him more in deep questions that I don't think that should have been even asked in the first place. So as I'm listening to this and stuff like that, okay, I'm a little iffy about it, but I'm like, okay, well, my mom's letting me hear it, so I'm thinking we on the same team, same page, whatever. So then after the conversation was done, it was hours. Like, the max I say was 2 hours that they were talking I was in the room for. He was done speaking to my mom, and he was like, I really like your mom's energy. Yeah, I definitely want to put your mom on with my dad and stuff like that. Me, I'm not really thinking nothing of it because it's like, okay, that's what you want to do. Or, well, that's what my mom want to do. Okay, well, whatever. He asked for my mom's number. I ain't gonna lie, I was more iffy on giving the number up. I even asked my mom, I was like, he asked for your number and stuff like that. And my mom was like, that's up to you. And yeah, I was like, because he wants the dad to get your number. Blah, blah, blah. I was a little iffy about it because I even let him know. I was like, I don't really know. He was like, look, it's not going to be nothing. I just want her number to get to my dad, blah, blah, blah. So my dumb self, I ain't going to lie, I was kind of a little dumb for it. I gave it up. I did. When I gave up the number, we were still on the phone. The next day that happens, he told me that his dad was calling him because, he gave the number up to his dad. His dad was calling him, blah, blah, blah. Find out that he was on the phone with my mom, and he told my mom that, I don't want you to have my dad. I don't want you to have my dad, and stuff like that. My mom told me that's what he said, and stuff like that. And I'm looking confused, like, what the flip? So, whatever. So, my mom let me use her car because I had to drive to school because I was in college and I had to go pick up my sister. So while I went and did that, I'm going to go make part 2 for that. All right, this is part 2. So like I said, I was in the car driving to school, blah, blah, blah. My mom was communicating me back and forth, letting me know what he's saying and stuff like that. She calls my phone up and she was like, Kawhi. I don't know if this was entertaining to her a little bit, but yeah. She calls my phone like, Kawhi, this is what he's saying to me. He's saying this, he's saying that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the heck? Okay. So then I say, you know what? I'm blocking him. I had blocked him. My mom's like, nah, don't block him because he's going to call your phone. And if you block him, now he's going to know that me and you were talking and basically was trying to set it up, like knowing what type of plan he was on. I'm like, okay, so I unblocked him. He called my phone. He was like, why you ain't answer? Blah, blah, blah. I was calling your phone. The reason why I didn't answer is because he was blocked. So I was so heated. I was like, you know what? I said, do you like my mom or something? I said, I already know you like my mom or something like that. He was like, you're not even letting me talk. You're not even letting me talk. Let me explain. You're not even letting me talk. You let me explain. Blah, blah, blah. So he said, you know what? Yeah, I like your mom. He hung up on me. And then all of a sudden, I told my mom, I was like, I didn't even let him speak. I didn't even want to hear it no more. Real talk, I really didn't want to hear it no more. So then my mom was like, hold on. She calls me up and told me more stuff that he was saying. Then she puts us on 3-way. We was on 3-way multiple times. I think we was on 3-way about 4 times, y'all. So she puts us on 3-way. As we're on 3-way, me personally, I didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. I'm going off getting mad as hell at him. So I'm screaming, yelling. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. He was like, you're not even letting me talk. My mom was like, Kawhi, come on. Calm down. Let him speak. My brother heard it. And I'm looking like, I'm confused on why you even want me to let him speak in the first place after what he just said. There's nothing you could really say to me type shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. So whatever, yo. So that's what we were talking about. Blah blah blah. We got off the phone, and in my way, I'm still trying to figure out like what's going on here, because like after I said I was gonna block him, I feel like that should have been the end of it. But just because it kept egging on and egging on and egging on and egging on, that was the whole situation. So I'm already heard about the situation. I called my uncle up, let my uncle know what was going on and stuff like that. Like, I had been told my uncle about this person. That's the funny part, because the person has the same name as my uncle. And I did tell my uncle about this person before all of this shenanigans went down. My uncle was like, anybody with his name, you kind of really need to stay away from type stuff, whatever, because, yeah, how he was. So, yeah, I'm more crying in the car, because I'm like, damn, like, is this really what it is, like, after all of this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, my mental is already getting drainedly down, because it's like, it's really like, damn, like, this is somebody, like, I'm supposed to trust. I trust the both of you. And I'm like, I already told this man my mom would never do me like that. So now it's already making it seem, because I did tell my auntie this too. I was like, I told this man that my mom would never do me like this, never do me like this. And now it's backfiring in my face like, yes, she would. So I went to go pick up my sister. As I was done talking to my uncle, I drove to pick up my sister. I'm already heated in my head about the situation. Drove to pick up my sister. I waited on her. And after everything was done, said and done, I called my mom up and I was like, all right, after this is done, I said, can't you block him? My mom was like, why? I was like, when you ask me to block somebody, I always do it. Like, and then she was like, yeah, you're right. She thought about it, said, yeah, you're right. She sent me a screenshot of her blocking him. In my heart, my body, and soul, I could not believe it. I felt in my body, heart, and soul that she sent me a block screen and went back and unblocked him. That's how I felt. So I kept calling her phone. I was like, Mom, did you really block him? Blah, blah, blah. Like, did you, like, stuff like that. So after she blocked him, I called his phone. I was like, you can leave my mom alone, blah, blah, blah. We don't want you. She don't want you. She would never get to you. I don't know, in his head, he was iffy or lost his brain cells or something. I don't know. But he was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. So right then and there, I already knew. He was like, what are you talking about? He calls my mom phones up, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I heard everything that was said and stuff like that. You think you're slow. I heard everything you said. You're not none of that. You think my mom doesn't want you. My mom doesn't want you. She doesn't want you. I'm thinking me and my mom on the same page. Real shit. I'm thinking we're on the same page. And he was like, no, what are you talking about? So he calls my mom up, tells my mom everything that I was saying. Tells my mom everything that I was saying, like, she don't want you, blah, blah, blah. My mom calls my phone up. And she was like, she was like, oh, why did you tell him that you was in the room? Blah, blah, blah. Right then and there, I already knew. But before she even did that, she had called me. She was like, Hawaii, I would never do you like that. You're my daughter, this and that. That escalated real fast because I had to get my uncle involved. And it was like, this is what she's doing. I asked her to block him. She's not even doing it. My uncle called her. She called my phone talking about, you're my daughter. I would never put a man before you, blah, 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 whatever. So back to that, she calls my phone. She was like, why did you tell him that you were in the room? Why did you tell him? I was like, I thought he was supposed to be blocked. She was like, well, he wanted me. He wants me now. He wants me. He don't want you. And I'm more hurt. Like, are you serious? I was like, what? Like, he told me everything he told me. He's telling you the same thing. So why didn't you just block him? She was like, well, I'm grown. He wanted me, not you. I'm sorry, and he don't want you. That's all she kept saying. And I was hurt, like real dong hurt. Like, damn, like I thought we were supposed to be on the same team, but it really backfired that you really would do me like that. So we were going on and on and on and on and for days about this. And she just kept bringing it back in my face, talking about he don't want you and stuff like that. Then after, like, during the hurricane, I'm gonna make another part. Yeah, in the argument, she was like, why would you go with somebody who wanted to F on your mom? Yeah. because he was talking to me first, and then he decided to say he wanted my mom. That's why she was like, why would you go with a guy that still say he want to F on your mom? That was the whole situation. I was still talking to the guy first. I asked my mom to block him. She did not block him. And then after like weeks, she blocked him. And then we were still talking. Me and the guy were still talking because we go to the same places. We work at the same place. We go to school at the same place. Like, that's why we were still talking, and we do music together. That's why we were still in contact and stuff like that. And we already had did stuff. So, yeah, I just didn't let my mom know certain stuff that had happened while we were together, because, like, that wasn't her business. But then when she found out that we had sex, yeah, like, I let her know because she found out and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it was like, the principle is, I don't care if you wanted my mom after me. It's the fact that I asked my mom to block him. And as my mom, I would think you would block him because he was talking to your daughter first. And yeah, that's what it was. Yo, everybody been telling me to make a GoFundMe, so I finally did. Like, normally I would never really do this because I don't really ask for help like that, but I finally made it. I put it in my link in the bio, y'all. I literally put it at 1,000. I don't even care for it, really. Like, it's just, I just started because a lot of people said go ahead and make one. Yeah, you're right. I should have had, but at the end of the day, like, at the time I was only 19, and I wouldn't think my mom would do that. I thought, like, I don't even know. Yes, I should have cut him off right then and there. That was my fault for not cutting him off. I can admit when I'm wrong. I should have cut him off right then and there, but I didn't because it was like, I'm only 19. He was 26. Like, I liked the person, like, and for me to trust you and then have trust for my mom, I wouldn't think it would have went that way, but it did. I can't change what happened. It happened, and it is what it is at this point now. Y'all, this is only going to be part one on what happened to my eye. Part two will be on my mom's situation. I'm not really ready to speak on that right now. So, yeah. So, basically, I did a double yesterday. And I came home. My brother said that he made everybody burgers, and mine was in the microwave. I had asked my sister could she make mine. In the shower, she couldn't because she was already tired because she had came home from school, whatever, and she got home late. So then my brother was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make me another burger." I was like, "Oh, since you're about to make another burger, can you make mine, please? Because I'm about to take a shower." And he was like, "No, everybody made their burgers already. All I had to do was fix it, and everybody else can make their own burger." I was like, "I always do stuff for you. Like, I literally brought you pizza yesterday, and I didn't want to give my pizza away. My brother came to my door like 6 times when I had a box of pizza and I didn't eat all day. 6 times. And I still wound up giving him the pizza even after I told him no. Every time I got food or anything, I still give it to him or save him something every time. And all I asked him was, could he, like, just make my burger? All you do is put lettuce on there." And I was going to take a shower. So he was like, "No, everybody make." I was like, after all I do for you, I literally gave you food, this and that, and like all I'm asking you to do this. And we got into a heated argument. Both of us was yelling back and forth. I was cussing, he was cussing, and stuff like that. And then I go into the bathroom because I was about to take a shower because I just got off of work, as I proudly said. I had just got off of work, and I was like, "Could you make it?" He was like, "Nah, I'm not making it, blah, blah, blah." So then as I was in the room, I heard him say, "You know what? Yeah, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it, but I'm done." And then once I heard that, I'm like, he's saying he's done, but after all the times I do for you, that I don't even do that to you at all. Like, why are you changing up for me? And both of us was about to get kicked out. I would have to find a way to stack up money to help him come live with me and all types of shit, because my mom, me and my brother is apparently like the black sheep in the house. And it's more sad to me because me and his relationship was like this, and for him to like do this to my face, yeah. So as I was stating, we both were yelling, bickering back and forth and stuff like that, because the video keeps cutting it off, y'all. I might not have no space on my phone. We're both yelling back and forth, blah, blah, blah. He was like, "I'm done," after I've done this. And once I heard that, I flipped because I'm in the bathroom flip. So I was like, "You know what? I'm not going to make nothing for you." I said, I'm done with you. You don't got to make my shit no more, blah, blah, blah. I don't even want you to make my shit, because after you saying all this, at this point, don't even make my stuff no more. Like, you good for it. He heard me saying all of this. He's talking about, oh, you just doing this in front of a guy on the phone. Bro, I was already asking you, and we both was already yelling. So it had nothing to do with nobody on the phone. I always have other people on the phone so that they can see how I get treated in the house. So then, and plus I walked home. That's why the person also was on the phone, because every time I get off of work, I walk home. I walk 20, 30 minutes home because I don't have a car yet, whatever. So I hear him in the kitchen was like, you know what? You can make your own, and I'm eating yours. And I was like, don't touch mine. I literally just said that I will make it myself. You're good. We both yelling still. I'm like, I will make it myself, blah, blah. You're good. So I get out the room because now he's talking about, yeah, I got your burger. Yeah, I got your burger. I'm like, look, don't touch my stuff. I literally said I will make it myself, blah, blah, blah. I told him I will make it myself, and he's still getting mad. My little brother was like, that is kind of petty, because I literally did say I'll make it myself. So I go out into the front room. He was like, oh yeah, that's why he's fixing my burger up to eat it. And I'm like, nah, do not do that. So I try to grab the first plate. My little brother was like, oh, that's petty, blah, blah, blah. So I try to grab the first burger. I grabbed the first one because I'm looking like, that's my burger, blah, blah. Why are you like trying to make it? I was like, that's my burger. Why are you trying to make it? Blah, 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 y'all. And stuff like that. So I tried to grab the first burger. I grabbed the first burger. Then he was like, I got the second one. Try to grab the second one. I had knocked the buns out his hand. But I tried to grab the burger. He had pushed me on the ground. And I think he had blacked out. And he was like, nah, F this. And he had hit me in the eye. Y'all, I did want to call in the police on my brother. But then I had told them not to come because I had thought about it. I'm like, yeah, that is my little brother. Blah, blah, blah. I know he has anger issues and stuff like that. That does not give him the right to put his hands on me and stuff like that. None of that gives him the right. We spoke like 2 days later prior, because like that video was like 2 days ago. We spoke prior. He apologized. He said he didn't mean for it to go that far. We have our understanding. We just have to be distance away from each other. I still got love for my brother. Always will have love for my brother. But that is what happened, y'all. My mom did not hit me in the eye, point blank. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of didn't want to post what my brother did to my eye because, like I said, we both talked now about the situation when I was getting my stuff, and he apologized. He said, I still love you and stuff like that. I apologize for hitting you. He didn't mean to go that far. And he blacked out. Like I said, I still love my brother, point blank. You guys, let me clear this up right now, because clearly people are still getting it all wrong. My mom didn't sleep with the guy. I was the only one sleeping with this man. My mom didn't sleep with this guy. She was talking to the man after I asked her to block him, and she still proceeded to talk to him. It was more of a principle thing that I'm your child, and I would expect you to block the person because he was talking to your child first. If anything, if I was a mom, I would block. You wouldn't even have to question or second guess that. It would already been done. That is what it was. We were not sleeping with the same person. She was just talking to the person that I was talking to. Like I said prior, I had my phone. He was supposed to be talking to my mom. My mom and him were speaking on my phone. I was in the bathroom listening to the whole conversation. She was supposed to be asking him questions about me like a mom's supposed to ask him, because he's 26 years old and I was 19 at the time. Obviously, like what a 26-year-old want with my 19-year-old. That's what she basically wanted to ask him and stuff like that. And she started to proceed to ask him, is he in school? Did he go to college? Like, have you ever had a record? All types of stuff like that. The conversation switched over. She started talking about herself a little bit and started to get more in-depth and sexual in the conversation, asking him about his past relationships and why would he want to go with a 19-year-old, all types of stuff like that. It got a little out of hand, blah, blah, blah. And on the phone while I was in there, they were talking for at least 2-3 hours. I was present at the time, so yeah, I heard all the conversation. After that, it was for, I could say 4 or 5 days that they were still communicating. After I told her to stop, I told her to block him. After the whole thing blew up and stuff like that, I told her to block him. She didn't want to block him. She was like, why? Then she told me she blocked him, sent me a screenshot of him being blocked. And in my heart and soul and body, I knew he wasn't blocked, so I didn't believe that. So I kept calling her. I was like, Mom, did you really block him? She was like, yeah, I did. But something in my heart felt iffy, so I had called him up. I was like, yeah, my mom's not messing with you. You're blocked. He was like, blocked? He said blocked. Like, and he even told me that she never blocked him and that she told him, oh, I'm going to pretend that you're blocked. I'm going to tell her that you're blocked, but in reality, they still going to be talking. That's what he told me and stuff like that. I knew my mom didn't really block him at the first place because she had called my phone up after I told him, oh, I knew everything. He called my mom and told her everything that I said, and she called my phone back and was like, why did you tell him that you heard everything and stuff like that? And I was like, I thought he was supposed to be blocked. That's how I knew for a fact he wasn't blocked.
Yeah, I'm burnt out. Like, if you from a broken home, seeing and hearing this shit, I know you probably like, damn, I know such and such that went through the same thing. I went through the same thing, or my cousin did. You know what I mean? You seen this shit so much growing up. I know I have. I'm from a broken home. This shit right here is not new to me. But it's sad though to see it still going on. Even more now. You know what I mean? This day, because you can tell, look at this generation. Listen to the music. Yeah, everything is even more extreme now. But yeah, like I said earlier, holler at her. I'm gonna put her links in the description box, and send her like some encouraging words or something. Just let her know, like, yeah, one foot in front of the other. It's gonna take time. And I want to point this out. Y'all peep how she still has all this love for her mom. That right there lets you know a child's love is unconditional. You can put a child through the most fucked up shit ever, and that child still gonna love their parents. But yeah, I'm gone though, man. Y'all comment below, man. Let me know what y'all think. Who's in the right? Who's in the wrong in this situation? And do you know somebody that went through something similar? Or maybe it was yourself, you know what I mean? Like, and reach out to old girl, like I said. Reach out to sweetheart, just let her know, like, yeah, you know what I mean? You're doing the right thing. Just stay strong. Keep God first. I'm signing off, though. Port City, Black TMZ.
And Run DMC show niggas how to walk this way. Before niggas smoke blunts, they were smoking on J's. And you either had a curl or a part in your face. Yeah, I'm an 80s baby. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. I'm an 80s baby. Take a trip down memory lane. Buckle up, now let's ride. Yo, I'm an 80s baby. 86, 87, 88, 89. Yo, I'm an 80s baby. Take a trip down memory lane. Buckle up, now let's ride. Hey, ride. Remember Shell to Adidas and British Nights. And then Jordan came out and took flight. Playing Mario Brothers and Excite Bite. Double dribble was my game, yeah, the kid was nice. Give me 5 up, hide on the backhand side. Slick Rick was the shit with the pats on his eye. And ladies love Cool James, he was rocking bells and